Oof, there we go. Are we live? I hope we are live. As always, testing 1, 2, 3. Okay. Looks bad. Stream status is bad. Oh well. Hopefully it should fix itself. Okay, well, anyway. Hello guys. See, hello guys. Hello. Hi guys, Tasso here. Today we are at part 9 of Vampyr. Gosh, I can't believe it's really part 9. That doesn't feel that long ago. We just started part 1. So, hi Angry. So, last episode, actually don't remember. Oh yeah, last episode we had Vampire Politics. Basically, we joined the Ascalon Club with all its fancy politics, fancy vampire politics, and got tasked with investigating the West End to search for the epidemic. So, but before we do that, I've googled about the medicine that I've been lacking, the tier 3 medicines, and apparently I've missed them in the previous. I've missed them like 2 chapters back, so I think hopefully I should be able to get it. But I have a guide up, so I'm going to run to Whitechapel, which is where the medicine should be at, and then hopefully I can find the medicine and actually cure the diseases that I can't cure. Okay, God, I feel so rusty. It's been like forever since I played this. Okay, Whitechapel. To Whitechapel we go. Level 29, dear God. Yeah, the door has been unlocked. Okay. It's not what I want. Do I need to cure people? Huh? Yeah, I need to cure this too. That's what I need to do. Now things I need to go here.
As long as you have the money. Good evening, my dear colleague.
Do I have anything here? Nope. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough.
I need to refresh my battle skills. I feel rusty. Oh crap. I am rusty. Crap. refill my blood gauge. Oh wait, no, that's the one for attack. There we go. Okay. Am I in the right direction? Kinda, I guess. Oh, okay. That was mildly spooky.
I cannot enter.
Back to the cemetery we go.
Watch yourselves! This one!
The other way. Okay. Whoa. Those are sounds. Ooh. Oh, okay. Yeah, oh yes, it's my white one. Ow. 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 My name is Tasso and I swear I'm actually good at video games. Ooh, scarf. Beautiful and warm woolen scarf with traditional Romanian pattern. I actually found a side quest. Oops, there's the wrong button there. Find out to whom the scarf belongs. Okay, well. Oh, this place is dank, or like a predator. Let me go up here. Yeah, I haven't really explored this part of Whitechapel before, but that's cool. here before. Man, I really wish they added like a mini map in the corner or something. Hi DFM. Right. Ow, ow. Oh, stamina. Okay. Ouch. Yeah, sure DFM. Feel free to fall asleep to this. I mean, if the sounds of me fighting people and biting people and stuff like that is what helps you fall asleep, then sure, I'm not going to judge.
Get your weapons ready! Easy does it, boys! Bloody leech! That's what you do with leeches.
I hope you have a good sleep when you do fall asleep, DFM. I'm just trying to find the recipe for the tier 3 medicines that I've missed, apparently. Yeah, they just look really weird. They look like they were like glittering. Okay. My voice really. Hey baby. Oh, there we go. Strange formula. I think I found it. Hopefully, anyway. Oops. Let's see. Nope. Inventory? Inventory? There we go. Seems complex and needs to be analyzed. Okay, I think that should be it actually. So now I need to run back to hideout. Well, at least it's still there, which is the important part. Good thing I didn't like miss it.
This is my territory!
Oh, crap. You're bleeding even worse. Ouch. Stamina. Yeah, you did. You're dead. I'm alive. That's the important thing. Okay, to the hideout. To a hideout. And make the medicine and cure people.
Don't you know better?
Double crap.
Gotcha! Your prey is mine!
did. That feels good. Wrong direction. Remember when I didn't fuck up Whitechapel? Remember when I didn't fuck everything up? I sure don't remember it. Hideout, where are you? I should probably mark it. There we go.
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
You should return this
Daily routine.
scarf.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reid?
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
Ooh.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Interesting.
No boss. Like a super boss, I must be here.
Oh, okay. Oops, okay, I accidentally locked on.
Cheap product. It's good quality. Come on, take a look. Action.
There we go. That should be it. Okay, time to make some medicines. Where's the table? Yeah, there we go. Oh gosh. There we go, now I can cure people. Finally. Okay. Migraine and whatever that thing is, I can't pronounce it. Time to run around and cure people.
When science fails,
And here begins me having to search again because I'm very bad at remembering where everyone is.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
This is
I'm cheap and I'm clean, I promise.
oh, wrong direction.
I'm supposed to interview them. Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
How are conditions in Whitechapel at the moment?
I always thought it was my role to reveal what really happens in these forgotten parts of London.
And you're not sure anymore?
Emptied coffees, cannibalism, walking dead. I'm trying to report the truth about what's going on, but no one believes it anymore.
Yes, well, this is complicated to say the least.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
No, honestly, first chance I have, I'm going to take this guy.
Good evening, Mr. Whitaker.
It's Father Whitaker, my son. So, are you still lost in your rational delusions?
One more level. One more level.
I have had enough for tonight. Goodbye.
We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
People are talking about this.
Colossus. Mr. Bates.
Evening, Doctor.
How are conditions in Whitechapel at present?
The way this sickness is spreading, I don't think there'll be enough new bloods to replace those tenants I'm losing from this bloody thing.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
The money.
Okay, there you are. There you go. Hey.
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reid.
You don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I can try to help your body heal, sir. But you must stop destroying it.
The war destroyed me, Doctor.
Oh, good. And he's
A
finally
gun,
recovering.
alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Okay, oops. Wrong button again. Bring back the Braille notes. I haven't found any other Braille notes, but
Hope this
I do need to
will
find him.
disappear someday.
Okay. Not what I intended, but I'm not complaining. More items are always good. Oh man, he's all the way there. Run back to the cemetery area. What a nice walk in the night. Surely nothing horrible will happen. Bullets. Ooh, I found a hideout. That's cool. You never realize. Ah! What I intended. Just a poster. Okay.
I've heard so many bad things.
Good evening, Mr. Swanborough.
Is it you, Dr. Reid? Please come in. Tell me, how do you see the world these days? What can I do for you, Doctor?
You seem unwell, sir. Do you need my assistance?
Actually, I feel worse than usual. Can you give me something?
Yes. I can give you a little something that has been proven effective.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, not everyone's.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Not everyone's recovering, which is good. Let me get rid of this first. Who else needs it? Fatigued, migraine. Okay.
Tell me, how do you see the world these days?
Gosh. Okay. Ooh, there's new dialogue with Swansea. Okay, back to the hospital we go then. What a long track. Yeah, at least now at this point.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
I think I'm pretty sure I've been here before. There we go. Might as well anyway. Oh yeah, this is the shortcut. I think. Never hurts to scavenge more. There we go.
It's locked, all right. It's locked.
What is down here? Have I actually been down here before? I wonder. Maybe I should explore. Could I even explore though? No. Have I actually been in this part before? I don't think I have. I don't even remember. And here I am exploring instead of actually progressing the story. Stone rituals. Yeah, I don't think I've been here before.
It's a leech! Kill it! No! No! God,
I have this thirst for blood.
You're mine!
Oh man, really gotta love.
More braille.
Oh, I found the braille.
I should bring this to Mason Swanborough.
More braille text. That's unexpected. Dead end. Here. It's hard to see here. It's annoying. Oh. Oh. Shit. So hard to see. Oh shit. Shit. was a critical hit.
Watch it! It's a killer! Bloody
Have I actually been here before? It's like a mix of I think I have and I think I haven't. Okay. Either way, I'm back in hospital. Oh, I just healed. Oh shit, I'm stuck. There we go. Ah! Oh come on, I totally blocked that. Ah! There we go. Killing bug. Oof. Feels like a workout sometimes. Okay. Whoa. I was not expecting that.
It's a leech!
Oh. So hard to just have a nice stroll back to the hospital. Is that too much to ask? Apparently so.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Okay. Alright, Edgar, hit me with the facts.
Hello, Jonathan. How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease, and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus.
Yes.
Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
I was gonna say, I think the rich part is all that really matters.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree, our current primate, may be the only one able to answer you.
Usher Talltree?
He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
Okay.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology.
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reid.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Hi, Akane.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Okay. Now, okay, so now it's time to run to the docks. And treat those people. Hi, yeah, yes, hi, Connie. Let me show you. Look at them fighting each other. Casually stands here. Wow. Wow, he's... That poor guy was wrecked. They are being wrecked. This is where you can just sit down and get the popcorn and just stare at this. And there you go, the rat. Just casually here, taking all the spoils.
Crush the leech, boys! Crush the leech, boys! That's gonna hurt! He's dead! I'll take a test!
We have a killer! Filthy murdering bastard!
Tricky bastards!
That was the wrong thing to press. Oh, oh.
I shall fear no evil!
Oh, yeah. Man, that always one last HP part always gets me. Man, I've not been using my... Ow, 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 ow. Hate when that happens. Oh. Oh. Just ignore you for now.
Back to the shadows! Freeman shall prevail! That's what you do, leeches. The power of the Lord commands you. The beast must die.
Oh, oh, oh.
He's dead. Away with you.
Damn it, I hate it when he does that.
God walks with me.
Oh, God. Oh, shit. I forgot that I switched to the gun. There we go. I'm just going to ignore that.
For now, everything seems...
Okay, who do I need to treat? I'm killing him. Sterilize Rufus.
more or less.
Upstairs.
Evening, Rufus.
Good evening, Mr. Reid.
Are you worried about the sanitary situation?
I never really felt safe in this town anyway. Now's the first time that everyone seems to feel the same way as me.
Is anything worrying you right now?
Gunshots? I hear them every night. Who's firing? Who are they shooting at? That's what's scary.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care. Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne. May I come in, please?
Of course. Dr. Reid. Please don't stay too long, sir.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Doctor, what brings you here again?
Aren't you worried about the conditions around here?
Hate everywhere. The city will not sink because of this flu. It's the violence that will finish us all.
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am afraid I am, Doctor. I don't feel well at all.
Then let me give you a prescription.
I thank you for your generosity, sir. It's something this part of town truly needs.
Goodbye, Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Yes, take care of yourself. Please stop getting fatigued every single night.
I'm not sure the epidemic...
It's locked, all right.
Okay. Recovering, and I need to go to the box here.
We don't need no wars to worry us. People are dying here.
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reid, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Are you worried about the sanitary situation in London?
It seems the Guard of Prewen has declared war on vampires. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, though.
Really? I thought you'd be thrilled by this news.
The Guard can be reckless. They rush into a fight without thinking. The citizens of London should not be the collateral victims.
I mean, Ichabod may be a fraud, but he's a he's a good guy.
And good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
He's still a good guy in the end.
Good evening, Miss Gillingham. May I come in?
Of course, of course. So, Dr. Tippets, what brings you back here? We haven't talked in quite some time.
Do you require medical attention, miss?
I'm glad you asked, Dr. Tippets. I must confess I haven't felt that well of late.
I'll try my best. Here, take this. And please, try to get some rest.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you very much.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
There we go. Now everyone's treated, finally. Okay. Alright, back to the West End we go. Make more medicine. Oops, no. There we go. Yay, I can level this up. Can I? Oh, I need one more to level that up. Whoa, since when did you come by? Okay, these all kind of sudden. Oh shit, I didn't notice it. Good job, Self. Ah. Oh, come on. This tag teaming is just bullshit sometimes. There we go.
This is despicable.
Casually eats a rat. It's okay, Corey. I haven't really done any story stuff yet. You haven't really missed much, so don't worry about it. Basically, I managed to find the tier 3 medicines after googling it up, and I just ran around to cure everyone because it's been bugging me for a really long time. Yeah, so you haven't missed anything like story-wise. I've just been side questing once more. Ouch. Can I actually go out here? They are not unlocked. Oh,
I cannot enter.
I've not unlocked this. I have screwed myself. Okay, then you go the long way around. Ooh, there's something shining there. Yeah, I am now I am actually getting back to the story because I just treated everyone who needed the tier 3 medicines. So you just came in time actually, Corey. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh god, I have to fight you again.
Vampires are so weak.
Vampires are so weak. Tell that to my shadow. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh no, there we go. Oh. That dash attack is really annoying. Oh, come on. Okay, I need my gun. Oh my god. No. Okay, that was not a lot of damage. Oh my gosh. Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh, come on. I am stuck. It is annoying. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I'm actually stuck. Okay, there we go. Oh, shit. Oh, come on. Oh. Crap. Oh, am I stuck again? God, this part of the map is annoying. Oh. Okay, this tag team is annoying as well. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, crap. Ow. Oh my god, they're not... Oh shit. Was I firing my gun? No wonder.
Just a beast.
Ow. 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 Oh my god. Okay, that was the worst fight I have been in. That was the worst. I need to restock all my medicines.
Watch yourself! Here's one of them! I'll kill you!
Killing her.
You'll pay for this, you big bugger! He's dead!
Let's die! That's dead, Jam. That's dead, Jam. Yeah. Okay, we are all dead. Good job. Good job, Self. Where's the West End? There it is. The first thing I need to do is to unlock this door, because that almost screwed me over. Oops, you. Here I am, finally in the West End.
Good evening, old chap. Are you all right?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Do you need medical assistance, Clarence?
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
Aren't we friends?
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Cough, cough. Of course we're talking about the same habits. What do you mean?
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Can you help me?
Infection is everywhere these days. But if you ever go to the park near that swanky house belonging to the Mullaneys...
Yes? What about the Mullaneys? What about their house?
Not enough noise for a big family with children. Not enough movement. Closed doors. What is going on in there? I wonder.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Women's right to vote is only the first step.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
A few days ago, I spotted a strange house while campaigning for women's suffrage. Awful smell. No answer when I knocked.
Where is it?
It's the Mullaneys. A nice family who live in a big house near the park in the eastern part of this neighborhood.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
A great night, what? That was funny.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Not really. Wait, now that you mention it, I don't see the McPhersons in my favorite restaurants. They love delicate meals too, you understand.
Thank you. It may be nothing, but I'll investigate anyway. Where do they live?
They have a house in the southern part of the district, somewhere north of the railway bridge. There is a courtyard, if I remember rightly.
I may have a look.
Don't let any strangers come into your house.
It's my house.
If you wish to stay tonight.
Reid mention 8 March 1908. My dear Avery, I already told you several days ago I'm be forced to leave England, if only for a few months, while I'm away and until my son comes back to London. I want you to take the best care of our house. I already made the entire necessary arrangements to have your wages increased and paid as long as you work. You promised me you'd protect my dear wife and suffer to the best of your ability. For that, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. If I am ever to return, you are the only man I fully trust. Believe me, your most affectionate friend, Aubrey Reid.
Your room is ready, Mr. Jonathan. Yes, Mr. Jonathan?
I'm currently investigating sources of the epidemic in this part of town. Do you know anything useful?
Not really, except
welcome back,
all the
Akane.
McPherson's servants resigned a few days ago. They feared becoming infected, they said.
The McPhersons? Where do they live?
I think it's a rich house near the railway bridge in the southern part of the district.
Goodbye, Avery. Please watch over my mother until I return.
Of course, Mr. Jonathan. But please return as soon as possible.
Hello again, Mother.
Jonathan, back already? Good, good. I was just about to go outside to find you. You shouldn't stay away for so long.
Man, talking with Mom is really awkward.
Father seems to have left me some documents. Some sort of treasure hunt game. Do you know anything about them?
No, Johnny. But your father always loved to write these little games for you when you were a boy. Don't you remember?
I remember now. He used to post me these riddles, as though they were sent by a mysterious games master. I'd spend weeks trying to decipher them.
Your father was always so proud each time you found the answer. He was not just the serious doer banker everybody thought he was.
I was proud too. How could I forget that?
The important thing is that you remember it now. I'll tell your father the next time I see him. He'll be so happy.
Boy.
Could Father have conceived some sort of final game for me before he left?
I really can't say, Johnny. Perhaps you should talk with Avery about that. He was your father's confidant, more than I.
Do you think Avery is right? Do you think I should take better care of you?
I don't blame you. But you abandoned me, son.
Oof.
A mother should not survive her children. It's unbearable to know you're not here anymore.
I know I have failed you since I returned. I even watched you bury Mary from a distance. From now on, I will protect you. You have my word.
You don't have to apologize to me, Johnny. Do you think I did not notice how much you have changed?
Have I changed that much, Mother?
Oof.
Am I still your son?
You are still, and you'll always be. Despite your pale skin, your bloody eyes, and that echoing sadness in your voice.
Oh, man. Oops.
Tell me, Mother, how are you? All alone in this big house with only Avery to take care of you.
I'm sad most of the time. Sad that you have left me here alone. Sad that you don't tell me when you come or go.
I'm so sorry, Mother. It wasn't supposed to be like this. I was coming home. I was home. London, the Thames, and then it happened.
What happened, Johnny?
I chose to stay away. I didn't want to put you in danger.
How can you put me in danger, my son? You're dead, just like everyone else. And the dead can't harm the living. Can they?
Well, Mother, you have
Goodbye,
no
Mother.
idea.
Try to rest now.
Goodbye, son. Please come back soon.
Okay, yeah, I wanted to make the series items. Keep hearing somebody. I can't. Oh.
You're mine, vermin!
Ow. Where am I? Oh, okay, this is the Path to Fight Chapel. Oops. Five, 6 articles about vampire parents, Crossley. Ooh, I didn't even. Heresy of the Pure Blood. Emily is missing. Let's do a side quest first. I think this is like the last. This is actually the very last area of the game, so there won't be that many side quests left to distract me.
Support the equality between men and women.
Nobody died. Nobody died yet, Corey. For better or for worse, nobody has died. Cry face. Okay, let me unlock this area so I can get back to it easily next time. Nope, can't knock on this door. This seems to be the house. I can't go in. Weird. Okay, there it is. Sneak in. Can I teleport? I can go in from here. This is very unhelpful. That's for sure. Can't do anything. The game isn't letting me do anything. I have to progress the story a bit, I think. Alright, let's do some story then.
I'm investigating the source of the epidemic in this district. Have you noticed anything unusual recently?
Infection. Infection. The rats carry it, I heard. Rats. 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 Many rats around that big house. Funny smell too. Dead flesh.
And where is this house?
West of the park. Not very far. A big house with no sound, no light, no life left.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow. It's locked. I'm sure Kaloon Russell has no interest in such a conventional menu.
Oh, it's not this house. Oh wow, there's so many of them, dear god. I really need to upgrade my claws to deal with like the cross guy.
Crawl back to the hell that spawned you!
Which has to be a house.
It's locked, all right.
Well, this is pleasant. Oh, look at this very nice bathtub. Suddenly reminded of Resident Evil 7. thick, rich blood sample.
This woman's body has multiple
I didn't
lacerations.
realize the body
They're
was
deep,
there.
too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Didn't even realize there was a body here. Okay, see ya, Akane. Have fun. Gone, Doris Fletcher.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out.
Ouch.
He was a victim of brutal torture.
Oof. That does not sound that does not sound good at all. I don't want to imagine that. Ugh. Shuddering.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Oh, I like that incredible lack of information being thrown at me. Whoa.
You thought I was dead too, didn't you? No, I was just pretending.
Oh boy.
Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
What?
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent. Ah!
Oh boy. Oh, 28. That's fun. I can bet I'm going to shotgun this. Oh shit.
Seen such a radical mutation.
Oh, okay.
Could it be a new stage in the disease's evolution?
Get the information. Well, the answer is right there apparently. That's the main door. Just ransack the rest of this house. Letter from the Fletcher Acting School. Dear Elsa, it is with the greatest joy that I confirm this letter. It is with the greatest joy that I confirm this letter your acceptance as a private student into my acting school. The little scene you had the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, you will receive my personal training and coaching. During these intense sections, you will be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please remember to bring night attire and anything you may need to spend the week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
So, this girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher Acting School.
Oh boy. Is the school gonna be where it's happening? That's gonna be fun. Not in a good way. Escalon Club. There's the Night Asylum. There's a lot of fire. Oh god, level 29. I will definitely level up some point as well now. Okay, the explosion always catches me off guard. I need to stop doing that.
Not a good place for a stroll. Did you hear me?
Yes, I heard you.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! See them fancy? Not over there! There's one of them vermin! Oh, Christ!
Shillings. Okay, let's go to the other infection place.
Trying to vote is only the first step.
the wrong direction. Whenever you like to, whenever you accuse someone that you like to say get fucked, Corey. I mean, I don't say it, but I think about it in my head. Charlotte, why are you smoking? This is bad for your health, young lady. Your mother would be very disappointed. Charlotte? Charlotte, no. Charlotte, why?
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
Jonathan, tell her that smoking
Goodbye,
is bad.
Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these...
Jonathan, please. Stop smoking. I know, right, Corey? Can't enter here. Okay. There's a passage here or something? Where is the passage? Where's the other end? No. Oh, there it is. To casually ransack everything once more. Casually ransacks the house. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay. Oh. Oh. Stop throwing up. Stop throwing up, Grandma. It's bad for you. Oh, what? I totally... Oh my god, I totally dodged that. That's just bullshit. Come on. God, she throws up so much. Stop throwing up, Gran. You didn't even give me an item, SMH. You give me an item. Locked escape. Alright. Time to come in here and see what disaster has occurred. Oh boy. I'll go upstairs. While they're upstairs arguing, I shall ransack this house. Whoa. Remarkable pump action shotgun. $352. Ooh, what a gun. I need a PogChamp emote for that. Ooh. This is what ransacking a house gets you. You get a nice gun. Oh boy.
You infected the whole family! I said I wanted to leave the house!
What? Leave me alone with them while you go back to your horde. Fucking convenient.
She tricked me! I love you!
Fucking pathetic pig!
Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. The bug. He was T-posing at me. Oh my god. You just see the bug. The aggressive T-posing. Shotgun isn't going to work for me in this fight. Ow, ow. 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 Oh god, so much going on. Oh crap. Ah. hell? Oh, come on. Oh. Damn it. Oh, come on. Oh. Get rid of the husband. Shit. Ah! This lady needs to stop smoking, literally. So I have to ransack the room once more. Love letter. Oh, darling, thank you for the precious perfume and the fur coat. I can't wait to feel your hands on my shivering skin, for only you, my hero, can make me feel that desired. Please come back to me soon, for I'm dying to press my timid bosom to your chest again. Yes, my beloved, my precious, come back to me, and I promise you a night of eternal and unbridled passion. Right now, I'm wearing nothing but your last gifts. Oh yes, I'm burning for you, and I can't wait for you to share my untamable lust. Oh boy, that's a letter indeed. Your devoted Doris Fletcher. Okay, Doris.
So the husband had an affair with Doris Fletcher.
Okay, Doris Fletcher's theater.
Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Acting school. Acting. There's stuff with Lady Ashbury. I'm lacking 2 of those, I see. Okay. Can I sneak anywhere here?
You cannot win this!
Whoa.
How dare you interfere with my hunt!
Oh.
Gotcha!
Oh, stabbing her. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. Crap. Oh my god, that attack is horrible. Die! stamina. God. Oh, come on. Oh. Gosh.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful.
Yeah, that was close.
He is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore.
The enemies are really getting a lot harder.
I am Tadao Kimura. I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reid, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
Yeah, I say for dude. What was I even doing actually? Oh yeah, I wanted to do the side quest. That's what was happening.
Best be on your way home.
What is this?
Fresh water.
Oh.
As long as it's not holy water, I may find some use for it.
Water for the plant. It's water for the plant. I found it. Where in this almost hellhole-like place can I actually find a good place to eat?
Turn around, sir.
Nope.
Crush the leech, boys! Kill all you deserve! I'll send you to hell! Kill it all you deserve!
I cannot enter.
It's locked. There we go. The blind gourmet's menu. The blind gourmet.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Today's menu. Entrees. Guess what? Guess what? Mystery plate. Exquisite flavors. Main courses. Tasteful surprise. Wonderful savors. Refined curiosity. Desserts. Sweet mystery. Hot and cold surprise. Palate revolution. Forewarning. All our customers are blindfolded before sitting at their table. They are invited to use all their senses to enjoy their meals, except their sight. Well, guess I found the place. Man, I will explore this entire area. But first, pretty sure I'll come here eventually. Alright. Hey dude, I found your restaurant.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. A great night, what?
A great night, what?
I have found a restaurant that could satisfy you, Mr. Russell. The most intriguing and exotic restaurant in London.
Really? You have piqued my interest. Where is it?
It's a place where you eat in complete darkness and try to identify your meal without anything but your palate.
My, oh my, how interesting. It could even be fun to eat a little poisson et frites that way. Oh, thank you, Dr. Reid. Please, have this for your research.
Ooh.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Alright. Okay. To Ashbury. To Ashbury we go.
Support the equality between... It could be someone you know. Even someone you're close to.
Ashbury, I want to talk to you.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Look at this. There's flags being thrown around.
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I've tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skal. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Skals come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
Oh, are we already on a romance basis? I did not know this. Also, I just finally realized that my mic that's something that I can pick up from. It's actually picking up from like my headphones. Man, the echoes have been really awkward then. Let me try and see if I can fix it. Is it the gain? Try to disable the gain. There we go. I don't know. I'm using my headphone mic. I didn't realize that. I didn't know it was so sensitive that I could actually pick up the audio from my headphones. I guess I need to start investing in a proper setup or something. Who knows?
Yes, Jonathan?
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
But man, I did not know that they were already on a romance basis. For better or for worse. For lack of a better term, I mean. Okay, yeah, the mic's definitely picking up my headphone audio for some weird reason. I need to figure that out after in my own time after this, or probably invest in a mic. That's like future stuff. Okay, anyway, let's deal with Doris Fletcher. Story time, plot time. Let's go, go, go. Hi, dude. Ah. Ow. Alright, this is totally not ominous at all. Look at this building. How is this not scream danger? Let's take a step back and look at this building. Why does this place not scream danger, do not enter? That's what I want to know. Access to the theater.
It's locked, all right.
No. That didn't work.
It's a niche! Get it! Cannot be defeated!
God damn it, cross guy.
Lead spire! Watch out! It's fast!
Oh. Oh. Not this way. Find a way in. Seek a way in. Well, it's probably going to be this way, I assume. Okay, give me a sec. I need to turn off. I need to go do a quick thing. Okay, there we go. Find a way to the theater. Secrets are entrance? Nope, not here. Gradually sucking your blood. Okay. Let's see. It's a little bit this way, I'm sure.
No rest for the wicked!
No rest for you.
Stop it, Leech!
Oh shit.
The beast must die! It's done for him! The power of the Lord commands you!
God. I hate the cross-ruling guys. They're so bloody annoying.
God walks with me!
Come on. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was close. That was very close. Oh shit.
Stop! Vampire!
How about you stop? Crap. God. I need blood. I need to use an item. You didn't even give me an item again, SMH. But clearly he's in the way.
There's an open window on the second floor. I should be able to get in through that. It's locked.
No, it's locked. That's not helpful at all.
It's locked, all right.
You say I can go in and then you tell me it's locked. God damn it, make up your mind. Need to find a key somehow? Or how do I get a key? How do I get a key then? Oh boy. Did I miss something again? That's gonna be really annoying. Whitechapel. Okay. Game, please. Don't do this to me. How do I get in? How do I get in if it's bloody locked? Oh wait, when you're going up in that time? There we go. There we go. Doris Fletcher's acting school. Suicide note. Oh boy. I can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body is breaking apart since that bitch infected me. For days now she keeps hiding in the room, giving orders through little written notes, and only rehearsing at night. I witnessed one of the so-called rehearsals. She walked on stage, angry and hateful, spiting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core, and she planned to infect everyone in this place. And then everyone in London, the next place not before December, and at this time all the theatre's employees will be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water since we all started to get ill and change after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. I want whoever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become. May God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to be an accomplice to this devilry. Well, Doris Fletcher has some issues. That much is clear. Oh,
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen.
Oh,
you
okay.
can but lower your head.
I have to walk.
Fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
Oh, ouch. Oof. Keep hitting it when it happens. Oh, there's the theater.
And be queen again.
Never mind, I'm ignoring you for now. Ransack this place first. I have to ransack this place first. Old Doris Fletcher's diary. London, 17 August 1918. I saw her in the flesh, the witch from my childhood nightmares, the witch that tortured me for years. I saw her and I shivered. Her voice, her face. I knew she was in the hospital. I knew she was sick and I wanted to witness her suffering. I may have reinvented myself, become a famous actress, erase those wicked years from my memory. I can't forget. I'm her daughter. When I saw her frail body in a small bed, suffering, sick, defeated, I had to hide my tears while she was looking at me. She recognized me. She saw the hate in my eyes. She smiled. My pale corpse of her mother. The worst thing was, I felt no satisfaction seeing her in so much pain. The worst was to not suddenly remember the beatings and the abuse. No, the worst was to recognize the hate I felt in my heart when she looked at me. For it was the same hate I saw in hers. For in the end, I can't escape being her daughter. We are the same, my mother and I. Is Harriet Jones her mother? That's all I can think right now. Is Harriet Jones like the mom or something? Do I go to read? I feel like I'm skipping a lot of things by not. Maybe I should go up. I think I should go up.
Woe to you, nations of heaven.
Yeah, let me go back up. Oops.
I knew her well, and many can testify to her kindness and beauty. For now she hides in shadow, ugly as sin.
Okay, so I basically go all the way to the bottom. That's pretty clear.
But I offer only love. Woe to you, nations of hypocrites.
Oh man, this place is a maze.
It's locked.
Well. Oh, okay.
Who are you? You who
That's the
dare
wrong way.
enter my realm.
Oh well.
Are you here to worship or mock me?
I'm here to put an end to the vampire epidemic, Miss Fletcher.
Ah. But Doris Fletcher is no more. She was consumed by this putrid flesh that now enshrouds her.
You feel anger for what happened to you, but I can help you. I'm a doctor, Miss Fletcher.
Doris Fletcher is no more. All that remains are the dreams of the queen she was, and the queen she'll be. Until then, all shall die, for that was her final wish. My blade, come to me, my servants.
Oh god, she's level 30.
Me.
I feel almost bad. It's level 1. Poor
I smell your fear.
it's a poor level 1 minion. Shotgun. Shotgun.
Your Behold, Kinslayer, the disgrace of sheep.
Oh.
Will she be the queen again once they all share her fate?
Oh god, watch with her arm. That's not what I meant to do.
On guard.
Ow.
Rise and save your queen, my slave. My children, my beloved,
I
die
need to-
for the love of
Need to use them to recover.
me. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Hear and obey, for your queen commands. Wait. I beg you, wait.
What?
I don't want to die.
And I did not come to kill you, Miss Fletcher.
Will you spare me then? Save this cadaverous carcass of mine. Does your heart beat a little faster now?
Oh boy.
You fancy me then, Doctor?
No, Miss Fletcher. My dead heart will beat for only one.
Ah! Is she pretty? Is she sweet and tender?
To me, yes.
Ah!
Oof, I know, right, Corey?
I know. And this is partly why you must be destroyed.
But you just said...
That I did not come here to kill you, yes. But I realize now the threat you embody must be stopped.
Will I be remembered? Will you?
You were Doris Fletcher, the greatest actress of her generation. No one can take that from you.
Thank you. And farewell.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, she just killed herself. Okay then. That was a thing.
Farewell, Doris.
Bravo! So dramatic. I love it.
McCullum.
How strange I seem to find you whenever I'm inquiring about that skal
Dead.
infestation.
Right.
I mean you no harm.
I'm not here for you. But once I put all the pieces of the puzzle together, I'm sure we'll have a little chat, you and me.
Stay away from me, McCullum. You and all your war dogs.
That I can't guarantee, Dr. Reid. But I'll let you go. For now.
I should probably leave the theater right now.
Escape from the theater.
It's locked, all right.
Keep an eye on each other.
The West End should be safe now. But London is not. It would be wise to benefit from the Ascalon's protection while I continue my research during the Great Hunt.
Yeah, you're locked up from everything else. That kind of sucks.
I cannot enter.
Oh, okay. New Doris Fletcher's Diary, London, 24th October 1918. So now be on stage again, for my rehearsals are almost over. My minions are gathered around me, ready to follow my every command. Soon my audience will return, ready to applaud my art. The young, the gorgeous, my healthy audience. They'll turn to their families, their beautiful houses, and happy lives. Delighted by my performance, shocked by my disguise, touched by my grace, my infectious legacy, to spread the disease one by one, and they'll turn, and I'll be their beloved queen again. And they'll never forget me, and I shall have my revenge on the dirty trick fate played on me.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Escape from the theater. I have escape.
So Doris just needed to be close to her audience to infect them.
Oh, I'm already at chapter 5.
Skin. Very disturbing.
I'm already at chapter 5. Wow. Okay. In that case, I should do side quests. Let's see. Okay, let's see if we can actually do this quest now. I hope I can.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Jonathan, is that you?
Oh.
I did not know you were back in London. Oh, my dear Johnny. I'm so sorry for your loss. Mary was such a sweetheart.
Thank you, Venus. May I come in?
I was going to bed, actually.
I'm sure you can spare me a few minutes. For old time's sake.
Of course you may enter, Jonathan.
Jonathan using his powers.
Mary came here with her husband and her son. They were such a beautiful family.
Casually ransacking the house again. Just casually ignore the fact that I'm ransacking this entire house. Okay. I think that's where I can sneak over to Emily's place. Venus's journal. I spent the last day and night crying tears of joy. I did not know bliss could be so painful. My Clarence just wrote me. He is back from the war alive and unharmed. He will be at home in 2 weeks. Thank you, God. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see my beloved husband again. Clarence's attitude still worries me. He's not the same since he came back. The first few weeks I thought it was just a necessary adjustment period, but his behavior seemed to be more and more erratic. Nowadays he spends all his time outside, day and night, searching for evidence. He does not care about the flu, he does not care about me. He is starting to frighten me. I can't believe this. Clarence has spent half of his pension to print some stupid leaflets he now wants to freely give away in the neighborhood. People are starting to laugh at me. Now he wants to organize some public lecture in a recently closed theatre to warn people about the presence of evil creatures in London. Free entry, of course. My husband may have come back unharmed from the war, but I'm afraid he lost his mind over there. Clarence just confessed he has not spent half of his pension, but all of it, plus some of our savings. Paper and inks cost so much because of the war, he said, but it's a cost we must pay. People openly mock us now. I don't know what to do. Today the butcher, Mr. Galway, sent me the monthly fee and requested payment in full. He also told me now he demands to be paid each time we buy some meat from his shop. No more credit. Baker asked the same thing 2 days ago, because I thought it was a new policy because of the restrictions and the epidemic, but it seems my friends still have financial arrangements from the same shop. I was so ashamed I could not speak. We can't keep on like this. Clarence is completely mad. He's spending all the money we have and I don't know. I don't see how to stop him. Sometimes I wish he did not come back from the war. Oh boy, Clarence.
It's locked, all right. It's a pleasure to see you again, Venus.
So you returned from the war in one piece too. Thank God. My Clarence is back home too.
How is the old rascal?
Probably outside, chasing ghosts and chimeras. Clarence has changed a lot since he returned from the war, you know.
Don't worry, I changed a lot too.
How have you been since the last time we met? How long has it been? 3 years now?
I've done my duty, like all British women. You have no idea what it was like to wait for months without knowing if I'd still be a wife or a widow.
I understand. Luckily, this part of town has been saved from the worst of the bombings, from what I've seen.
Yes, and it's also true about the epidemic. The flu has killed here too, of course, but not on such a large scale as in other parts of town.
Have you noticed anything peculiar about the neighborhood recently?
You mean except for your return to town? No. Oh, and again, Jonathan, please accept my condolences for your sister.
Please stop talking about my sister.
Thank you, Venus. It was so sudden. and I've been so busy, I haven't spoken to anyone about it.
I wish I could have assisted at the funeral, but you know, it's been so quick. And what with the epidemic in the streets?
There's no need to apologize, my dear. It's normal, considering the circumstances.
No, it's not. I am sure that Clarence is not even booked to present you his condolences. He is too busy with his penny dreadful stories.
Why is my return so surprising?
It's more an unexpected happy end than a surprise. You and Clarence, back from the war. You have no idea how hard it's
Stop
been
talking
for
about
me.
my sister, yep. I mean, it's an awkward situation. They don't know what's happened.
Venus, why do you worry so much about your family's reputation?
Everyone laughs at Clarence now. And they avoid me because they believe I share his insane opinions. I'm a leper in my own community.
Tell me about Clarence's obsession with vampires.
It drives me so crazy it makes my stomach hurt. I was so relieved to have him back. But I quickly realized he'd lost his mind in France.
I understand your irritation, Venus, but you have to accept the trauma Clarence endured on the battlefield.
The question is simple, Jonathan. Is my husband mad? Yes or no? Do vampires exist? Or is Clarence a lunatic?
So you don't believe Clarence?
If poor Mary, bless her soul, had tried to convince you of the existence of bloody vampires, would you have believed her? Seriously?
Coughs.
The important question is, what do you really think of your husband?
I'm tough, Jonathan. He should have told me the horrors he witnessed, however appalling it was, instead of inventing a fantasy about blood-drinking monsters.
Well.
What do you think about Clarence squandering?
Oops. Oh. Okay, I pressed something by accident.
His fortune on his obsession.
Soon we'll be poor, and forced to sell the house. Where will we go? In which filthy, infected part of town will we end up? I'm so afraid.
Goodbye for now.
Okay.
I remember when Mary came here with her husband.
I remember when Mary was alive before I fucked her up.
It was such a beautiful family.
Mary is an awkward subject. It's a delicate subject right now. Please stop talking about her. Where's the door? There is the door. Can I? There we go.
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No sign of a struggle. It seems Charlotte's friend knew the killer and let him in.
Oh, Emily's love letter, 5th November 1980. My dear Jacques. Jacques, I guess. I can't wait to see you again. Tonight, tomorrow, I can hardly wait since we kissed on that bridge while the moon was so bright in the night sky. I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck. Oh boy, you devil you. For the longest second ever, I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of the night, but no, my dear Jacques. You remain the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you are only teasing me. I can't wait to drink your blood for good this time and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal, to play with her a little first, of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals. And then I'll turn into one of us too, and we will rule the knights of London and cleanse the city of its impure souls. Faithfully always, Emily. This is not going to end well.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
Well, first of all, there's this guy called Jacques apparently in this letter. Maybe she said there. I've searched the room. anything else I need to find? That's the... Oh, okay, there's blood here. There's more blood here.
Blood. I should follow the trail.
This isn't going to end well, is it? It's the North Dark. North Dark.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm here to solve the mystery concerning the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume Florimond de Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your service, my dear cousin.
That is a long name.
Dear cousin. Are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Oh boy.
What are you doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
Probably before.
What do you plan to do here?
Take pleasure. Take pictures. Enjoy the show. Have fun. Believe me, I won't be the only foreign immortal who bought a ticket to the fair.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman.
Oh boy.
Yes, the meeting turned messy.
She's dead,
I'm afraid I ruined my last redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood.
Oh.
It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
Oh, I cannot. Fine.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Well. Oh well. Well, moral of the story is don't go become a vampire randomly, folks. It probably won't end well for you. Hey Clarence, do you know that your
Good
wife
evening,
hates
old
you?
chap. Are you alright?
I won't lie to you, Johnny. I'm not a well man.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
Jonathan is like, I can't believe you've done this.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Oh, I can. Where can I? There it is. Let me eavesdrop. Let me eavesdrop, goddammit. Hello.
I must go now.
How do I eavesdrop? Let me eavesdrop, goddammit. Let me eavesdrop. Why are you not letting me eavesdrop? That's not working for me. Wrong direction.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure to to become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood.
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Ooh, steak.
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Ooh, steak. It's exciting.
Does not seem well.
Let's see what I can do.
Spending next summer in France? Absolutely. Why not?
Strong blood serum. 35 stun. Oh, it's really level 5. Wow. It is going to be my new weapon, that's for sure. Okay, let's... That's Jonathan's watch, which I'm not going to recycle. Remarkable saber. There we go. Increase damage. Oh man, this is like intense. Oh damn, yeah, it's going to be a new weapon. Oh man, there's some intense weaponry now that I have. Okay, Jonathan. There's some intense weapons I have right now. Okay. Yes, I want to eavesdrop. I'll do that. But that is all for next time. Because it's over 3 hours. Oh, okay, so that was a good stream. Get some progress. Actually at chapter 5 already, that's surprising. Because from what I know, the game has 6 chapters, so we're pretty quickly approaching the end game, it seems. So that's something. Oof. Okay, so yeah, good stream. Good amount of progress, that's for sure. So yeah. I didn't really talk about it when I first started, but like yeah, started to start late again because I was busy in the morning and I only came back like pretty late. So I just decided to set it at night instead. But tomorrow's stream should be back to the usual timings. Should be back to usual timing from tomorrow onwards. Hopefully anyway. Yeah, but you know, as always, the event will be up on my channel. Just keep a note on it if you are interested in keeping up with the series, which I hope will be finishing soon. I spent way too much time wandering around, but yeah, I hope I can finish this within like the next 2 weeks, hopefully. Almost 2 months, but at least it's not too bad, I guess. Yeah, but that's about it. So as always, thanks for coming over to hang out and stuff. I always appreciate it. Especially since, you know, just kind of doing this for fun, and just kind of glad I get to enjoy this game with the rest of you folks. Yeah, alright, so tomorrow noon we'll be back at it with more Vampyr, and probably might be stuck in side questing hell for a bit more, but considering the fact that this is the last area of the whole map, there might not be much side quest left actually. So like once I do all the side quests, it'll just be a straight line to do the rest of the story, which will be fun. Yep, nice too. Alright, okay, so thanks again guys, and I'll see you technically later because it's already past midnight. Yep, more side quests. Yeah, but it should be ending soon, considering like the fact that we are in the very last area. I think the last open area. Yeah, that'll be fun. Alright, so see you guys later. Because it's already past midnight. Yeah, see you guys in about, I guess, 12 hours, hopefully. Bye.